the best tips to get better at gorilla tag in forest. So the first tip is on ground. So instead of doing a basic run like this, oh, I didn't get that on camera. Dang it, I messed up my camera. So instead of doing a basic run like this, you should do a run where you let me get it. You should do a run where you do circles, big circles around your arm, but find your dominant arm. I'm right-handed, but I prefer to use my, because this is really uncomfortable for me, but this is very comfortable. So whichever one feels more comfortable is the one you should use. And then for your other hand, do like a flick kind of in the back. And then here's what it looks like. See, here's with my right arm. A lot slower because it's very uncomfortable for me. So just find your dominant arm to do the run with, do your spins, do your flick in the back, then you should run very fast. So next tip for ground is if your tracking glitches out or you're in the middle of the run and you're near branches, just swing your arms all crazily, hoping that you'll grab a branch. Like something like this. Just pretend my tracking glitched out and it sent me up, so it would juke them out, and then I would run. So those are the tips for ground. And also, one more tip, kind of tilt your head and lean it into the ground because it helps you stick onto the ground more and not fly up like that. But, so let's move on to double walls. Okay, so the first tip for double walls is pinch climbing. Whenever you're pinch climbing, don't hold the wall like really far away like this and go up. Try and get as close as the wall as you can and just start doing circles really fast. Okay, so now for elevator climbing. So you stick your arm through here and most people just go up and they try and just spin their arm in like a circle motion. But that is what you do. But the problem that they have is they have their head like this. To go higher, you tilt your head. And it's a lot easier. As you can see, I kind of fell off, but it's a lot easier when you tilt your head. Then you can just go up really fast. And then I'm at the top. So, if you can't do a normal elevator, try and do something like a pinch elevator. It's basically pinch climbing, but in an elevator climb position. So you stick your arm through here, tilt your head like normal, but then just pinch up. Then you can actually go decently fast at that. And now the next tip is doing whatever this is called. I just call it a wall hop, but I don't know what it's actually called. So you'd wanna, most people just say that, oh, push up more and you'll go higher and faster. But actually, you don't want to do that. But you don't want to go like this either and stay really low to the ground. You want to add some Lucios and verticals into it, like in the most tutorials that I do for double walls. So for a Lucio, for those who don't know, it's when you climb on the wall and go like that and you climb up really fast. And then a vertical is just that and you go straight up. So here's what it should look like. So Let me do it in third person so it's easier to see. Third person. Okay. So you go up vertical, and then Lucio, Lucio, vertical, Lucio, vertical. It's kind of hard to do, but so if you do those both together, it should go really fast like this. Then you can just hop on that branch. So that's all the tips and tricks that I have for double walls. And wait, actually, no, that's not it. If you want to see the juke tutorial, I have that video, but I'll give you a brief summary real quick. So if you pinch climb after you get up from these little poles, you start elevatoring and you twist around. But here's a trick that I've learned to do. So you just go and do your wall hops. I like to do it normally for this juke, but then you like, twist around, then you do the run that I showed you, and just start going crazy. Okay, so that's all the tips and tricks for double walls. Now let's go on to walls. So for walls, I don't know how to Lucio that good, but try and keep your body close and tilt your head and just go straight up. Why do I have to monkey my hand? Okay, there we go. Just go straight up. It's really hard to do, but just keep your body close to the wall and just do it up. And yeah, it's really hard to do, but if you keep practicing like that, you can do it really good. So now it's time for wall climbing. So you want to have your arms like this and just push back. And then start going like this and look up and go really fast. And now it's time for wall running. It's just you do a vertical, but you push forwards instead of upwards. I mean, you push forwards and upwards. And now it's time for wall running on slippery. This is very hard, but you have to do hard and fast movements like this. And then just keep practicing that and you'll get a lot better. Not really much for walls, but yeah. So now it's time for branches. So for those who don't know under branches, it's very good for jukes, just like this. But first I'm going to show you scaling before I get into that under branch. So you just go from branch to branch. It's pretty simple. Try and do wall running on it too in vertical. Don't do Lucio. And then once you get to around here, start doing a pinch climb. And then you can go from tree to tree. And it's really OP. Okay. So the next thing for branching is don't get scared. Like people will get scared on branches and that'll make them go really slow. Scared that they're gonna fall. But be confident in yourself and just go really fast. Doesn't matter if you hit a branch or you fall. Just be confident, and then you'll get better and better. Just like that. So now I'll show you how to do the under branch. Because this is one of the hardest branching skills. Except for a hospital foot, but I'll get into that later for the stump. Okay, so for the under branch, you want to go like around here, hit this, and go to that branch. It's really hard to do, but just do the right formation, hit exactly to the branch, and then hit away, and then you'll be able to do the underbranch in no time. It took me like 2 or 3 days to learn it completely. So yeah, it's pretty OP. Okay, so now it's time for Stump. Stump is not really that cool, but it's pretty OP for some jukes. So let's go straight up to Stump. Oh wait, I gotta show you how to do this, because this is really OP. So it's basically a wall run, but it's a vertical. That's also a really good place to practice doing your vertical. But over here, it's better to practice doing your vertical. But so, for those who don't know how to get on top of Stump, there's 2 ways that I can show you. Or actually 3. So first, 4 ways. I'm gonna start off with the easiest way, actually. So you're on the ground, you don't know how to get on the Stump. Just follow where I go. If you got really good at branching, you can go up like this, but all you need to do is get on that platform. But here's the easiest way. So you come over on this branch, go up here, and then you kind of have to do a little far jump. It's not that far, but if you're new, it can be pretty hard. And then if you can't jump up here and hit. And then you're on top of this branch, and then you can just jump up. Here's the second hardest way to get on top of stuff. It's just like this. It took me a while to learn that. Maybe like 30 minutes to learn it, but yeah. If you keep practicing, you'll get really good at it. Now here's the third hardest way to go up on top of Stump. So you go right here, and then you go onto this branch, and you can either just take a leap of faith and try and jump up here, which I can do, but the way that I was going to show you is right over here. You go up here, and then you start wall running, and then you just go right here. And now, this is the hardest way to get on top of Stump. You need lots of skill to do this. But you vertical up here, and then you vertical up here, and you vertical up here, and go on top of Stump. Boom. You're on top of Stump. And now, I was telling you guys about a hospital flip. So, I'll show you how to do it. You can do it on any branch, but it's where you run off onto a branch, and you need kind of long arms depending where you do it, and then you flip up and do a juke. So it's basically just like spinning around. It's pretty hard to do though. So here's what it looks like. Oh no, that is not what it looks like, trust me. Okay, so here's what it should look like. Oh no, my camera. Here, it's easier to do it over on this branch though. Just like that. Okay. So that's every skill in Forest. Keep practicing all of these skills and you'll get better at juking little kids and Mega Knighting them. Why do I love staring at the camera whenever it's the end of a video? But, so yeah, like and subscribe if you want more content like this. So, bye guys.